On May 23rd, SEC has approved 8 applications for Ethereum ETFs. This is huge news. There's been a lot of rumors around it and a lot of 180s pivots during that time, which was indicated by the volatility and the price action. In the end, SEC approved 8 different spot ETFs for Ethereum, including BlackRock and Fidelity, which were the latest applicants, but it basically approved all of them. So you have the forms 19B4 forms. This is the first one. Then you need to go through S1 form. So this is happening later on. But basically the 19B forms were applied by BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale, Bitwise, Vanek, ARK Invest, Koya Galaxy, and Franklin Templeton. So probably know many of those funds, which are super huge. And then the ETF is not trading yet. They have to go through S1 registration in order to be allowed to be traded. And then we're probably going to see something that happened also to Bitcoin ETF. However, for the price action, it's super interesting because basically the biggest price action was before the news. Once the Bloomberg analysts were actually spreading the news that they expect that the ETF will be approved, contrary to their previous statements, and that was indicated by the price action with this massive bump, and then we started oscillating, and in the last 24 hours actually the biggest price action was also before the approval. So actually the approval date was around here. We went briefly to around 3800s, but the top was actually before that. It was 3900s, and that was like a couple of hours before the approval. So actually that was probably the moment it was being priced in, and currently Ethereum got 4% down, probably after all the emotions went down as well, and the entire market is a little bit down today, a day after the approval. But the interesting thing is that not only Ethereum price is very volatile, you have also that kind of price action on memes, especially on Pepe, which I mentioned already, which went to basically $6 billion, $6.4 billion in the that was the all-time high, and then went down to 5.7. Interesting meme coin which got a little bit of the resurgence recently is Wojak or Wojak, however you want to pronounce it. Basically, if you look at it, then basically it reached 8 all-time high again just right now, just on the day of the approval, with $86 million market cap. So that's super interesting. It was oscillating around like 20 million dollar market cap for a long time, and it was super popular just after Pepe. This is one of the original OG memes, and then it was basically forgotten, and now people are talking again about it. I'm a huge fan of Wojak as well as Pepe, so wanted to mention that here. Altogether, if you look at the market itself, you can see that everything is basically down after the news, so probably we might be trending downwards for a little bit. We might be in the chop market, at least until the ETFs gets fully approved with this S1 forms, and the ETF will be tradable, and there will be new inflows of capital. Of course, that's pure speculation. Nothing here is financial advice. I'm trying to gauge the market and see what will happen next. But of course, you should do your own research before jumping into any of positions. If you go through the top 100, you can see basically everything is red right now after the big day yesterday. So there's a little bit of the pullback, which is natural, of course, in this market conditions as well, especially that, for example, things like Pepe got 34% up, and most of the coins were actually up quite a lot, like Ethereum is still 20% up from the 7 days, which is massive, especially that it's the coin number 2 in the entire market. But still, you have a lot of coins that are up on the 7-day period. A lot of coins are down. Definitely the market is in interesting spot right now. Meme coins will probably still continue to outperform as it looks like by the appetite on the market, especially by looking at the price of Pepe and Doc we've had. Bonk is also up quite a lot recently. So it's getting super interesting. Definitely worth checking it out. But again, crypto is risky. You have to remember that. So always have proper risk management before jumping into any of the positions. And again, nothing here is financial advice, but subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.